Hello guys! This video will show you what you need to do in order to join the world of Tibia. Open any browser and type tibia.com. You will end up on this page. The quickest way to start playing is to fill out the form and press play. That creates your account with a character and provides you with a download for Tibia Setup.exe. Save the setup file and run it to install the client. If the client is already installed on your machine, don't run this file, or you will lose all your previous hotkeys and settings. The client automatically opens when the install finishes, and then you can use your email and password to log into the game. Your character was created on the most recent open PvP world in your region. Likely you want to choose which world to play on though, and potentially you also want to specify the path of your installation. If that is the case, press the already registered button instead. Next click Create Account, just below the big blue login button on the top left of the web page. Now you are on the account creation interface, which lets you choose the world to play on as well. As a new player, you want to stick to optional PvP and open PvP. If you don't know what name to use, try the suggested name button. The second part of that name is the most common curse word in Norwegian. Great job, Zip! Non-registered accounts get a reminder message in-game every 5 minutes to verify their email. Also, you are not able to reach mainland without registering. Register right away by pressing the link in the email that you received when creating the account. The link shows you your recovery key. Write it down on a piece of paper as instructed and make sure to never lose it. This key tells Zipsoft that you are the legitimate owner of the account, even if you don't have the password. You don't want anyone else to be the account owner but you. Once you noted down the key, press Confirm. You now need to type the recovery key and confirm again in order to activate the account. You will end up on your account status page. On this page you can create further new characters in the future. Every account can hold up to 20 characters. Now you are properly set up as a free account. Next step is to download the client by clicking the big blue download button on the left menu. Agree to the terms and pick the correct download. Note that only the Windows client is supported by Zipsoft. Linux and Mac users often need to solve any client problems themselves. This download lets you specify the path when installing. In general, when you install Tibia for the first time on your machine, it will also install BattleEye, and you have to agree to BattleEye's terms. BattleEye scans various things in your memory for suspicious cheating behavior. At last, it is time to log into the game and start playing. On your first login, you will have to play the tutorial. It is a recording in which you need to follow the instructions given in order to progress. It teaches you some basic actions utilizing the left smart click controls. At the end of the tutorial, you level up, which is why every new character starts at level 2. On your first login, the game window is very small. Hit Enter to remove the pop-up, and alter the size of the game window by dragging it just from above the action bar like this. Next up, you should notice some arrows on the top left and right of the game window. Click the arrows facing towards the game window to expand some sidebars. These sidebars hold widgets like stat analyzers and inventory. Personally, I run 2 and 2 bars extra on either side of the game window, in addition to the original sidebar on the right. But 1 and 1 sidebar also works fine if you are not too keen on spamming the screen with too much information. Next up, you should adjust some settings by pressing the Options button next to the logout sign. The settings you deal with now are for your account and this client. So if you make a new character on the same account and use the same computer to log in, then you don't need to deal with this again. First thing, click the checkbox saying Show Advanced Options. Then decide what kind of controls you want to use. During the tutorial, you learned the left smart click option, which is also the default on the client. Personally, I use the classic controls. Old habits die hard. Next up, you can just navigate through all the buttons and see what is there. I deactivate the highlight mouse target feature because I find it annoying and ugly. As a new player, you might find it useful though. In the HUD section you can define anything related to hit point and mana bars. On the Control Buttons tab you should also toss out a bunch. 15 buttons on the east can easily be reduced to about 8. Tournament and play stuff, party list and unjustified points, those are fine to go. Keep the analytics sector though if you want widgets that show information regarding experience gain, supply usage and similar. On the Graphics tab you should change the setting to anti-aliasing. The client comes with default smooth retro, which makes everything somewhat pixelated. On the Effects tab you can increase the ambient light to 100% if you think hunting in the night or dungeons is too dark. But then you might miss out on a lot of awesome light effects from items and actions. The Action Bar tab also lets you add a second action bar, or remove the first one, or reposition any of them. On the Screenshot tab you can decide if you just want to capture the game window, or if you want to capture the full client with all its sidebars and chat. Furthermore, you can also choose when to take a screenshot. Add low health, those are the most fun. Though be on alert, because when taking the screenshot you might feel a slight lag. It never killed me, but some people claim it can kill you. The last tip in this video will be to utilize the WASD controls instead of the arrow keys or numpad. Click the little box at the end of your text field below chat saying Chat On. This box displays the current state of your chat, rather than the state you are clicking into. It is rather confusing. So the box saying Chat Off after you clicked it means that chat is deactivated and you will utilize the Chat Off hotkeys. QEZC can be used for diagonal movements, and of course you can redefine this all in your hotkeys. To chat with WASD controls, press Enter, right, and press Enter again. Works like any other game. Alright, that's it. You set up your account and client properly and are ready to play. For now you are a free account. Dawnport lets you test all 4 vocations and basic game mechanics from level 2 to 8. Create multiple characters and try various strategies to level up. If you intend to get past level 30 on mainland, you should definitely get a premium account. Premium makes everything in the game easier, and it is needed for likely 80% of content and features. For many people, premium is rather expensive. However, when you reach a certain level in-game, you are able to sustain your premium account by farming in-game gold and buying Tibia coins. You just need to invest the first 3 months with real-life cash. After that, if you play more than 30 hours a month and do it right, you should be able to fund premium by playing. Enough information. Now walk up those stairs to discover Dawnport. Good luck!